Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today I got something different, something out of the ordinary here to go over with you guys. I'm often looking out for different brands. Maybe there's a hidden gem out there. Maybe there's a brand we don't know about that could bring tremendous value to the EDC community. Just trying to discover new things and just kind of learn what other products are out there that perhaps might be of interest to you guys. And by the way, this video is sponsored by the brand, so full disclosure, it doesn't mean it changes the perspective or the feedback. My job here is to be honest, give you my full feedback on these products. Of course, that is my commitment to you all, but your boy's got to pay the bills at the end of the day. So, and I will be giving all this gear away to you guys. So this video is also a giveaway. So definitely make sure you stay tuned, watch the video to the end so you can see the details on how to get enter and qualify. With that in mind, guys, we'll get through these. So it looks like we have kind of like a mat here. We got some other goodies here, and we got a knife. And if you're into, sort of the anime girl, gamer anime girl style sort of theme, which some people are, so this might be a video for you. But let's just go ahead and go in here with an open mind and see what this one's all about. Of course, I'm just gonna go right into the knife, right? Let's figure out what the knife is all about. We'll check out the products here in just a moment. Again, links down below for all these products. So KTactical, never heard of the brand before. They again, they seem pretty new, or maybe they've been around for a minute. I just never heard of them. But here is the knife. And again, this one has the sort of gamer girl aesthetics. I want to say we have aluminum here on the handle, and we have sort of a carbon fiber inlay on this one. I mean, this is going to be a budget knife, so keep that in mind. Looks like we have a bottle opener, right, going on the blade also. It doesn't have any sharp situation, so it's not a seatbelt cutter or anything like that. It doesn't have a sharp edge of any kind on there. So bottle opener is what comes to mind. And of course, we got the blade, which has got maybe like a laser engraving on it. We'll check that out in a moment. Looks like steel liners on this one, right? And there's your lanyard solution back here. So flipper tab deployment with jimping. Okay, that's good. I was worried that maybe they didn't put any jimping there. So we got jimping on the flipper tab, also jimping on the handle as well. And that seems to be your only deployment option. There is no thumb studs on here, right? Maybe they wanted to keep the blade clean for the design. So let's just go ahead and see what this one's all about. By the way, deep pocket carry clip, which somehow has the holes for it to be reversible. So that's also a pleasant surprise. Love to see that. We got some writing here in Japanese, which of course is my native tongue. So let me translate to you. What this says here is, I'm kidding, I don't speak Japanese or whatever language this is. So please pardon me. If you know, let me know in the comments. But let's go ahead and get this thing deployed. Here we go. Bam. Okay. Talk about an interesting blade here for sure. It's got some shine to it. Then of course you got the anime girl going on here, which again, let's be honest, like me personally, right, I'm not necessarily into that at all. It is an acquired taste that someone may have out there. So if you do, again, that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying that it's anything wrong with that at all or anything, just not necessarily my cup of tea. But yeah, take a closer look there, right? Definitely you can feel the sort of laser engraving here on the blade, and it's got again a very satin, almost mirror finish to it. Somehow it is somehow a hollow grind, so check that out. Hollow grind, drop point blade, almost sort of Nesmuk in a way, kind of going up and coming down. And I would have preferred it with no serrations. So KTactical, you probably know, and I know that they're probably in the comment section. If you could do a plain edge version, that would be amazing. Most EDC guys that I know of don't necessarily use the serrations, but it can come handy, right? Destroying some rope, cutting through some thick rope, or some lightweight wire, whatever the case may be. So serration portion right here about 1 inch or so, and then the rest of the blade. And again, a very interesting design going on there with the anime girl. Trying to give you the best angle. It's hard to see because you gotta light up the one side of the blade, then light up the other side of the blade just to get the full view. There you go. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. It is going to be a liner lock, which has some jimping on it here on the liner. Preferably, right, these days, I'm liking liner locks that don't have jimping on them. So that's just something I've noticed here. Some companies still do jimping on the liner, which is interesting. From the, again, not a deal breaker, just more of a personal preference. Good access from the show side here. It's actually cut out a little bit, and the liner does protrude out also a bit. So that helps get out of here and disengage. As far as lockup, we have quite the lockup right there. I want to say about what, maybe 80% or so. So it's definitely a lot of lockup, right? So again, feedback for the company, KTactical, you know, when it comes to liner locks, a little bit less lockup will be desired, because over time, the more you deploy and close the knife and such, the liner should naturally work its way over to the right, but you know, you don't want it almost as close to all the way to the right out of the box. So just some feedback there. Again, budget knife, so keep an open mind with it here. And I'm going to check here. Looks like definitely a little bit of a shake shutter. Okay, so you could also do it with your hand here, but okay. Yeah, definitely going to be a little bit of a shake shutter action. You have to overcome the detent here. And it looks like we are we on ball bearings? Yeah, we are on ball bearings, and I want to say part of it maybe is the detent. Right, this, maybe I could put some CLP on there, break-free CLP. There we go. Okay. Again, not going to be a drop shot anytime soon. Maybe when it breaks in a little bit. But yeah, definitely a shake. Got to shake it in order to close it. And that flipper being the only deployment option is all I can go by. We do have some sort of red pivot colors going on both sides. Right, it's not a captive pivot. And it doesn't look like they put the branding KTactical anywhere. I mean, the knife is already busy as it is. So, you know, I'm glad they didn't put much more billboarding. You know, again, it's kind of giving you that Damascus look you normally will see on a blade, but in this case, with the sort of gamer girl, just what they're going with. Now, they have an interesting thing where you can, I believe there's two versions of this blade, and if you combine them together, they sort of create like two halves of the image, which is an interesting concept. I'll put a picture on the screen here so you guys can check it out. So, two standoff sandwich construction on this knife, and let's see. Ergos are actually pretty good. Now, you can forward choke, or at least you could if you wanted to, but you want to be mindful of what you're doing there. There's also a little bit of jimping here on the blade. It's nice and crowned. This curvature here is going to guide your index finger. All other fingers follow suit. So there we go. It actually feels pretty decent. I do feel the pocket clip a tad bit, so I'm going to go a good 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 on the Ergos department. And again, I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands. So yeah, we can definitely get a good purchase. If you have bigger hands, you'll probably find yourself forward choking a little bit. Again, this portion here is serrated. We'll be doing our scientific cutting test here in a moment. Interestingly, we don't have any milling on the inside. Somehow it doesn't feel like too heavy of a knife, but these liners are not milled on the inside. So again, very sort of budget territory there. Typically, we see at least some milling on those liners for weight reduction if you can help it. The aluminum obviously helps, but some milling would have helped also a bit. Some jimping here also on the back end of the handle. And you also have some interesting milling on the aluminum too. Like, you know, like now that I'm looking at it here in more detail, right? The aluminum is not just some boring aluminum. Even got some different lines going on throughout and stuff like that. Again, I'm not trying to really go hard at the knife here. Comparing it to so many other brands that we know produce really amazing budget EDC knives, I'm giving it, you know, kind of like an open mind here, kind of giving it a shot to see what they were trying to do with this knife and how they could improve the design, right? If they were to make a different run and just keep, you know, trying to really get into the EDC knife community more and more. So the milling on the aluminum is certainly interesting, so I'll give them that. The carbon fiber there kind of looks like maybe that generic, you know, very sort of low-end carbon fiber, right, with the tile design, if anything, but you guys be the judge there. For one thing though, it is actually nicely flush all throughout. It doesn't protrude a whole bunch like I saw on another budget knife here recently. So it's nice and flush, so at least that looks nice, and I don't see many gaps or anything like that throughout. Again, the design overall is an acquired taste. I think we all already agreed on that. So also listening to the acoustics, got a nice little, you know, sound on the open there. And checking out the, okay, nice lock up right there, no movement. Again, we already said the liner is about 80% or so on the lock up there. So yeah, let's do some size comparisons here, shall we? Let's see where this one comes in at. Here's the MSI from Microtech. Here's the Stitch. All right, so it's going to be a little bit smaller than both of those, obviously. PM2 and Pair 3. All right, so it's actually somewhere in the middle, but I think closer to the Para 3. And last but not least, there's the Demco 8020.5 and the Kumbu Chat. A little bit longer than the 8020.5, shorter than the Chat, somewhere happy medium perhaps between those two. But again, links to all these knives down below. If you guys want to check them out in the description and pinned comment, and I also have content for all these knives in the channel. If you guys want to learn more, just put the knife name Miguel EDC and you'll find those videos right away. Really quick, we have an overall length here of 7.75 right there on the dot. 3.25 inch blade with a 3.25 inch cutting path and 4.5 inch handle. So it seems pretty precise there as far as the measurements go. And we did say there's no milling on this one as far as weight reduction goes. So you're probably wondering, okay, well, how heavy is it? Just see, I think 3.5, somewhere around there. A little bit more, a little bit more, 4.4 ounces or 126 grams. So something to keep in mind there. Again, still not a heavy knife by any stretch of the imagination. Also not the most lightweight knife out there either. And to come full circle here for my knife nerds out there, 0.11 thickness on the blade, and the handle thickness is 0.5, right on the dot, exactly at the average here on the channel. Half an inch is where most knives come in, right, handle thickness wise. But now this is the moment of truth. I got some paper here, I got some cardboard, and let's just see how this guy does. Again, I don't know what steel this is. I'll put it on the screen here so you guys are aware. It's not labeled in any way, shape, or form. Let's just be realistic. This knife is more of a novelty item than probably, you know, like an actual EDC everyday kind of user knife. But it could be both depending on what you got going on and depending on the actual steel on here. But as far as the scientific nail test there, feels pretty good. It does have an interesting edge because it's not a full belly. Kind of comes here, goes up a bit, goes out again. So that's an interesting geometry. But without further ado, 5x zoom. Here we go. Okay, listen. I mean, in case you were wondering if the knife is dull or something, it ain't. It is absolutely not. So full slices. Yeah, the knife will cut. Right? Kind of like that show in the History Channel. The knife will kill. Or this one will cut. So, bam, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Now, obviously, the serrated edge is for a different purpose. So I wouldn't use a serrated edge to cut paper. That's for like rope or something else. But the plain edge can absolutely cut paper. I mean, not really proving much, but kind of gives you an idea of the edge there. Cutting some thicker cardboard. This one's going to be more of a challenge for any knife because you have twice the material here. I'm going to be cutting diagonally here for a better performance. And so it's going to look something like this. Okay, I'm just going to be honest here. I wasn't expecting it to cut that well. Okay, whatever steel this is, listen. All right, I'm a little bit shocked, not going to lie. I just did this with two other knives that are coming out here recently, and they did pretty good. These are well-recognized brands, and I went through the same exact cardboard, and they, you know, they did their thing. Struggle maybe a hair more, but this one, I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you, it is not struggling at all. That was all me. I taper off there a bit. So let's just finish it off. Bam. Maybe we can do one more here for science. Bam, right there. So, yeah, needless to say, I kid you not, I was not expecting it to perform that well. So that is absolutely very interesting there. That's the reason why we do our very scientific cutting test. So you guys be the judge there, right, on a scale from 1 through 10. 10 being the sharpest, you all let me know. Now, if you stayed this long in the video, first of all, thank you. I appreciate you a lot. And yeah, let's just find out what the whole gamer girl, anime girl, everything else is all about. So we got some stickers here. We have the anime girl carrying a automatic rifle there. We have different anime girl carrying another gun, right? So it's kind of like, you know, FPS gaming sort of aesthetics, right? This one's got a sniper here with the purple hair. This one got another AR, right, with the headset. So that's what I'm thinking, you know, gamer girl sort of anime loving fans out there, if you would. And then we got this one. This one seems to be kind of like a, maybe it's a character from a video game perhaps, but this one's got a whole stand right here. All right, bam. And it's got the base right here as well. All right, this is everything there on that one. And it's kind of like this plastic with the design inside. I wonder if kind of looks like this gamer girl right here with the gray or maybe white hair and the AR rifle going on there. It's interesting. I'm not sure what's going on with this rifle here, why this rifle has two scopes. If I have any weapon experts out there, please let me know. Should I be concerned about the two scopes there back-to-back feeding into each other? I don't know. I've played my fair share of Call of Duty games and first-person shooters, but I've never seen a gun with double scopes like that. Anyways, got this little section right here on the base, and then bam, pop it in there like that. All right, there we go. So looks like you would, you know, it sounds like you can put some pressure on it, right? Really pressing it down so it doesn't go anywhere. There we go, and bam. All right, your gamer girl will be standing on your desk sort of like that. Just gonna bring the knife in frame there. Take a look. All right, that's what that would look like, by the way. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on this whole video, so definitely stay tuned. We're going to go over the details on this here in just a moment. But a very interesting stand. And if you got sort of like a PC sort of setup and you got the anime girl sort of theme, I know some people even do this stuff to their cars. So if that's the case for you, something like this could spice up your setup a little bit as well. So that's why I'm giving it away. Again, not necessarily my cup of tea, but it might be the cup of tea for one of you guys out there. So now the last and final thing is sort of like this keyboard mat. There we go. Keyboard mat, and this one actually is pretty lengthy here. You got the whole squad on this one. So you put your keyboard and mouse on this one. Right here it is, all the way to the left. I gotta tell you, it's got some actual good size to it. So if you see me recording videos in the future with the anime girls going on here, you know what's up. Anyways, I'm kidding. It definitely looks like the dual scope is a thing with this particular character. So maybe this is related to a specific video game I need to look into. I'm not sure exactly the details on that, but I'm gonna give you some quick measurements here, just so you know, right? The height on this mat here is gonna be around 15 inches, and the length is going to be around 26.5, right, or so inches. So yeah, quite the mat right there, right, for your setup, especially if you already got this theme going on. Set up the sort of gamer girl statue little stand right there. Pop some stickers here and there, and then when you unbox your tech, right, bam, you got the knife to go along with it. Now there's probably an anime channel out there that, again, maybe does unboxing, does this kind of stuff. So kind of having the whole theme, right, carry the whole theme throughout the video is something that might be valuable to them or will speak to their audience more. But of course, guys, like I said, I'm going to be giving all this away to you all. So in order to be entered for this giveaway, you want to be subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and like this video. And then the keyword for this one is going to be anime. The word anime, right? And last time I checked, that's spelled A-N-I-M-E, anime. Again, N-A-I-M-E. So that's what you have to enter in the comments. Just do a full sentence of some sort and leave the keyword anime in there, and you'll be entered to win. Hopefully one of you guys that this really speaks to you will be able to win this and take it with you. Again, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment with the word anime in it in the comment section below. I'll give it all the way to the end of the month here, October 31st, to draw the winner, so that way there's enough time for more people to check out the video, get entered. And last but not least, guys, let me know your thoughts on this knife, right? What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Anything you dislike about it? All the feedback is welcome. If there's anything that you think they could do better, that could improve, obviously this company would benefit from it, so they can do better knives and better models in the future. It looks like, you know, they have their thing going on for them, right, with the KTactical anime theme going on. But definitely would love to hear feedback down below. And this knife and every other product that you saw in this video will be linked in the description and pinned comment, so you guys can check it out. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.